most disturbing thing you watched happen in slow motion but didn't stop? After our brother Martin died in the warehouse fire, my younger sister Edna refused to let him go. For 2 hours, she pressed her face to his burned chest, screaming, "Don't leave me, please, I won't let you go." When they pulled her away, his blackened skin stayed on her cheek. At first, I thought we were handling it the same way. We kept Martin's room untouched, his work uniform still on the chair where he'd left it. I thought when Edna spent hours in there, she was processing like I was. She started volunteering at the burn unit to help boys like Martin. I was proud of her for channeling her grief into purpose. She'd come home talking about the patients. "They're so brave," she'd say, red-eyed, just like Martin was. She started bringing medical supplies home, storing them in Martin's closet. "Expired things they'd just throw away," she explained. I helped her organize them on his shelves. Then she started setting Martin's place at dinner, his Packers mug filled with black coffee. "I need to keep his routine," she said. I ate across from the empty chair, telling myself this was her way of coping. But I never noticed when she started buying new clothes in Martin's sizes, hanging them in his closet. "For donations," she said, organizing them by season. Then I found medical equipment in his room, an IV stand by his bed, heart monitor on his dresser. She'd say it was for certification training and proceeded to practice on a CPR dummy she'd dressed in his clothes. After weeks of this, I found discharge papers hidden in his pillowcase. A burn patient with our last name, same birthday, different year. My hands went numb. "This isn't our Martin," I said. "God wouldn't show me this without reason," she whispered. "They have the same birthday, Ivana, same exact birthday." She moved into Martin's room completely, sleeping in his bed, surrounded by boxes of Duoderm dressings and morphine patches. His work boots stayed by the door, ready for when he needs them. She stopped eating with me, taking plates to his room instead. I'd hear her talking to someone in there, full conversations. I caught her packing a hospital bag. "Edna, this has to stop. Martin is gone. You need help." She looked at me with such rage. "You gave up on him. You all did." She shoved past me, locking herself in Martin's room. I called her therapist, our aunt, but Edna was too smart. She answered their questions perfectly, smiled, said she was just preserving memories. That night she came to my room, eerily calm. "I found him, Ivana. Room 302. He responded when I whispered Martin's name. She spent the rest of the night in Martin's room, packing, humming. I sat outside the door. I should have blocked her car. I should have hidden her keys. That morning, Edna woke me at dawn, more alive than I'd seen her in months. "Today's the day, Ivana. I can feel it." I thought maybe she was finally ready to visit Martin's grave, but as I made breakfast, she was humming, packing medical supplies into the car. "Where are you going?" I asked. She just smiled. "To bring him home." I should have stopped her then. God, I should have stopped her. I went to work trying to focus, but something gnawed at me. At lunch, I drove home to check on her. The house was empty. Martin's room stripped of supplies, his leather jacket gone. I called her phone 6 times before she answered, whispering, "Can't talk," getting him dressed. "Edna, where are you?" "The burn unit. He's ready to come home." I drove there in my work clothes, running red lights. My hands shook on the wheel. I could hear something in her voice, something final. Security was already struggling with her when I burst through the doors. She'd used her volunteer badge during shift change. In room 302, she had a patient half dressed in Martin's clothes. The young man was crying, calling for help through his bandages. "I'm Brandon. I go to state. This isn't my jacket. Please. Ivana." Edna's face lit up when she saw me. "Help me. They're trying to stop me from taking him." The boy's eyes were blue, terrified, tears soaking his bandages. "My name is Brandon," he kept sobbing. "I'm 19. I don't know her. Look how perfectly Martin's jacket fits him." Edna laughed, manic. "Tell them about the discharge papers. Same birthday." She lunged toward him when security tried to pull her back. "Show her your ankle. Show her Martin's scar." Brandon writhed away from her grasping hands, moaning. She disconnected his morphine drip. Fresh grafts wept blood through Martin's shirt. I tried to help security restrain her, but she fought us like an animal. "Feel his pulse," she screamed at me. "Count it. I've watched him for weeks. He sleeps like Martin sleeps." A nurse was on the phone with 911 crying. Through the doorway, I saw someone's mother running down the hall, screaming. Brandon reached for her with hands that barely worked. Mom, help me." Edna spat at the woman. "They hired you. This is my brother." She bit a guard's hand, drawing blood. "I'll come back for him. You can't keep him from me." They had to sedate her. 4 people to hold her down. As the drugs took hold, she kept whispering to the terrified boy, "I'm here, Martin. Sister's here. I'm taking you home." Security footage showed her dressing the half-conscious stranger, whispering, "Almost home, Martin." 5 months at the state facility. I testified at the competency hearing. Had to. I cleaned out Martin's room, donated everything. Yesterday she called, sounding clear. "I understand now, Ivana. Martin is gone." Relief flooded through me until she added, "But someone here has his exact laugh. Not similar. Exact. Would you bring some of Martin's clothes next time?"